Right? It wasn't words I was saying, right? But in how I carried myself, I was calmer, more present, less reactive. I responded to situations instead of being pulled around by them. And that's how the work started spreading. Not through marketing, even though I do some, right? Not through intention, just through proximity. I was surrounded by hyper successful people that started noticing how I was showing up and they became curious, right? And so many of the high-end clients that I work with today, they came through word of mouth, names that if I said you would recognize. And once you're kind of in that community, if somebody's getting the results that they want, that's going to be a word of mouth, right? So people started noticing change in someone that they respected. They asked questions. They wanted to understand how that shift had happened to them. And because I came from that same world, finance, pressure, responsibility, the work translated naturally. All right. Hope this makes sense. Right. And then at some time, and again, I want to be perfectly clear here. This isn't just about people with resources or status. Everyone needs this. This is just how I started. And I've been very, lucky or blessed to still be, in that community and still just receiving many of the folks I work with through that community. But everyone is navigating a world that constantly pulls attention outward. Everyone benefits from understanding the differences between awareness and conditioning. So what I teach is in dogma. I'm like, question everything. You don't have to believe me because it isn't belief. It isn't something to adopt. It's experiential, very much in the spirit of what Buddha pointed to. And again, I'm not a Buddhist. I just really liked this. Conceptually, Buddha was like, you don't have to believe me. This is what I did. See for yourself. And that's kind of the path that I try to lead folks down. You don't have to listen to me. All I can share is what I did for myself and then what I've seen these many, many, many clients experience through this path as well. Find out for yourself. And so everything I share comes from lived experience, first with myself, and then with thousands of people that I've worked with over the years. And the goal is to become someone new. Right? That's a misunderstanding. That's just shifting one identity for a new identity. It's to recognize what's already here beneath all the noise, awareness, consciousness, right? And that recognition is what's going to change people's lives, and it's what's changed my life.